Hello fish fools, Jeff here. Tell me if you can see that. That is a baby shrimp. A rare sighting of it. There's not very many places to hide in this tank. Like other tanks, I have shrimp in several of my aquariums, and a lot of them have plants and rocks and things for shrimp to hide in. There it is. Right there. So it was a couple days ago that I noticed the first one just on the glass, and then it just kind of, just a little flash and zoomed by. But there are, there's baby shrimp in here. I just put these rocks right here. I'm going to get some more, just kind of pile them up. Not really set up too much for aesthetic purposes, but just so I can give shrimp a place to hide, I guess. And then I put this little whatever botanical pod thing. So this is my 20-gallon long aquarium. Just has a little bit of pearlweed struggling, not growing, but just kind of hanging on. It seems to be melting very slowly instead of growing. And I have some hydrocotyle tripartita Japan plant here. Not growing, but just kind of maintaining. I'd like to see if I can get it going. Yeah, so this tank has guppies. The female guppy that I put in here, before there were any fish in here, I just put one lone female, pregnant female guppy. That's her right there. And she just dropped her third batch of fry. So without any male, as guppies can do, they store sperm and they can continue to have babies without a male. And now I'm going to take her out, and from the first, this is the only male from the first batch that was 2 months old now, and haven't noticed any of the fry from the second batch color up yet. These are some from the second batch, right? And the really tiny ones, like that one right there, was just born yesterday. So what I'm going to do with this tank, right now the plan is I'm going to remove this male, add it to my 40-gallon, one of my 40-gallon tanks. I'm going to remove the female, and then as males color up and develop their gonopodiums, I'm going to remove those. I'm going to leave only females in here, and then I'm going to add a male yellow tiger endler, but is currently in quarantine. So let's go check out that fish. Alright, so this is my quarantine tank. Where'd it go? That yellow male tiger endler is what's going to go in that 20-gallon. What else we have in here? This pearl gourami is going to be going in my 84-gallon. When I set that up, it's a 6-foot tank, along with these scissortail rasboras and roseline sharks. There's 2 of those, and 2 rummy nose tetras, and then those are the 2 that remain. I got 11 of them, and they had ick. I got them from Petco, so only 2 of them survived. I did the ick treatment. No other fish in here were affected, so the treatment started before it could really spread, and took care of that. Yeah. Also have some white clouds in here. Those could, not really sure what I'm going to do with those. Probably after I do the breeding in the 20 gallon, after I let that one male be the only male to a bunch of females, and just have them, let them go nuts in there and impregnate a bunch of females, let them drop some fry, and then see what kind of funky babies they might have. And then after that, I will use that 20 gallon as a breeding tank. Maybe I'll try breeding white clouds. I'd like to try breeding corydoras and crebensis. But yeah. So, what else? There is also the one lone red Venezuelan corydora. I got 6 of those at the time. All the other 5 all died within a couple days. They weren't really in good shape, but this one is nice and healthy. The lone survivor. I also, in this tank, have, let's see if I can, yeah, right here, a green neon tetra. I bought 12 of those, and that's the only one that survived. From what I hear of these, just reading up on them, just maybe other YouTube videos that have mentioned them, they really prefer soft water, and I have hard, high pH water, and they prefer low. So they didn't adjust very well like regular neon tetras would, but this one seems to be doing okay, so that's going to go in my 40 gallon, along with the lambchop rasboras, the neon dwarf gourami, that male, and also this female dwarf gourami. Those are going to go in one of my 40 gallons, the 40 gallon that has more platies. And let's check out those 40 gallons. So here I have 2 40-gallon breeder aquariums side by side, both on this DIY aquarium stand made with cinder blocks and 2x6s. So this tank is where the lambchop rasboras, that male guppy from the 20 gallon, the one that's 2 months old, that's colored up, well, it's like a guppy endler hybrid, and the green neon tetra is going to go in here. I'll put that red Venezuelan corydora in here too. This tank is looking pretty awesome. Let's check out some fry in here. Guppy fry. The only fish in here are guppies, and there's 3 black neon tetras, wherever those are. Yeah, and there was actually, and that I forgot to point it out when we were looking at there's one of the black neon tetras. Starting to get some algae spots growing here. Just letting it grow because likely add some autosynclus. Yeah, and that 10 gallon, in the quarantine tank, the 10 gallon is also 1 black neon tetra, so that's going to go in here too to join the other 3 that I have. Let's look at another tank. Alright. So here's a 10 gallon tank with a variety of fish, and this is where I got the the female guppy that I added to the 20-gallon, she would have gotten impregnated in here, and there were some endlers, some like the father probably be one of these. It would have some of the genes of like this one. I think that is the offspring of the original red scarlet ender that I had, and a wild guppy. So back to the 20-gallon here. Whether that's the actual father, but that's where the genes come from. So looking at this male colored up, looks to have wild guppy traits with the, get a good look at it. It has those dots, and then color from the red scarlet endler. So if his sisters have those genes, and then I want to let that yellow tiger endler mix his genes with them and see what kind of babies they would have. I think it would be cool looking. So yeah. Alright, just kind of all over the place with this video, randomly scrambling and going all kinds of tangents, no real purpose. But alright, that's it for now. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.